Good morning, Warriors. I'm Lily, and you're watching Warrior News, your source of information and inspiration. Today, we'll honor Patriots Day.
Welcome to Warrior News from J.C. Booth Middle School in Peachtree City.
Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence while we reflect on today's activities and focus on demonstrating our best behavior. Please be seated. On this day in 2001, 23 years ago, 9/11 happened. As the years go by, it may feel that the world is moving on or even forgetting about what happened here on September 11th. But please note, the men and women of the Department of Defense will always remember Lloyd J., the third Secretary of Defense. In case you don't know what 9/11 is all about, it is an influential day in history when a terrorist attack shocked the nation, crashing two planes into the Twin Towers, one into the field of Pentagon and one into the field of Pennsylvania. It forever changed the way we travel by plane. There will be a volleyball game at Flat Rock Middle School tomorrow, September 12th at 5:30 p.m. Let's go cheer on our Warriors. There will be a football game against Flat Rock Middle School at McIntosh High School. The game will be at 5:30 p.m. Let's go cheer on our Warriors. The International Travel Club is collecting gently used tennis shoes from August 26th through December 20th. These shoes will be sent to a recycling company called Got Sneakers. This event will help raise money for their trip to Europe in May 2025. Please drop off all tennis shoes in room 704. The International Travelers Club will host their first meeting today, Wednesday, September 11th, 2024 at 3:10 in room 704. If you are attending the Europe field trip of May 2025, then you need to attend the meeting. On September 13th, you can wear a hat for $1. Give your money to your homeroom teacher. This is a fundraiser for the travel club. Attention artists. Students interested in joining art club, please see Miss Raymer in the art room for more info. Friday, September 13th is Youth Night at McIntosh High School. Warriors, stay on the right path to success. Be prepared, accountable, thoughtful, and helpful. We'll be right back after these messages.
The word of the day is injunction. It's a noun. The definition is it refers to an order from the court of law that says something must be done or must not be done. Here's a sample sentence. The group has obtained an injunction to prevent the demolition of the building. Injunction. I dare you to use this word today.
Good morning, Warriors. This is Ewa
and Caroline
with a few words of wisdom.
Have you ever thought of the perspective of the brave men and women, firemen, cop, or civilian during 9/11? One day you're at work and another you're now saving others, putting others before themselves, even dying for their selfless actions because they wanted to save others.
Warriors, today let's try to aspire to be like them. Even though we can't save people from fires or clean them up from rubble, we can at least help to do our part in helping others to honor them for their work today.
With something to think about, this is Caroline
and Ewa.
Make it a great day
or not.
The choice is always yours.
Each year on September 11th, National Make Your Bed Day reminds us of all the benefits of a well-made bed offers.
Good morning, Warriors. This is Stella bringing you the weather for today. This week looks rainy, but today there will be a high of 83 degrees and a low of 67. With a 0% chance of rain, there will be recess. Tomorrow looks rainy with a high of 75 and a low of 67. Have a great day, Warriors!
Good morning, Blue Warriors. This is Josue bringing you the lunch for today, September 11, 2024. For the entry for today, we have teriyaki chicken, Asian chicken chunks, vegetable lo mein, or a jammer pack. For the sides today, we have an egg roll, steamed broccoli, or a steamed cabbage. And as always, a daily choice of milk. Have a great day, Boot Warriors.
Welcome back to What's Trending, the show that's trending. I'm your host Trip, and I'm Bash. And today we're going to be talking about Thelma the Unicorn. The movie Thelma the Unicorn is about a pony named Thelma who dreams of becoming a glamorous unicorn.
But then in a rare, pink, and glitter-filled moment of fate, Thelma's wish comes true.
She rises to instant international fame, becoming a superstar, but at an unexpected cost.
After a while, Thelma realizes that she was happier as her ordinary sparkle-free self.
So she ditches her horn, scrubs off her sparkles, and returns home where her best friend Otis is waiting for her with a hug. That's all for What's Trending, the show that's trending.
We have just a few more positions available for the 2024 to 2025 basketball cheer team. If interested, come by room 613 and grab a flyer off Coach Kohler's desk. Tryouts are September 9th, 10th, and 11th. No experience needed, just come with determination, positivity, and a loud voice.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan.
At this stage, we believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
Manhattan. That is, once again, a picture of one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
John Wells was preparing for his first flight out of Cincinnati Airport as a commercial pilot on the morning of September 11th.
I got hired by Comair Airlines, which was part of Delta at the time. And that day was actually my first day, what's called flying the line, which is an actual point A to point B passenger trip. 9 o'clock in the morning, I got on the airplane and was busy getting all my paperwork ready. Passengers were boarding the plane. Then the captain got on. As soon as she came in the cockpit, she said, "Did you hear that? Plane just crashed into the World Trade Center." I said, I was so busy just learning my new job, it kind of went right over my head. I didn't even pay attention to it. Like, okay, whatever. And a few minutes later, we were ready to push back. So I called the tower for pushback clearance, and they said, "Just hold on a minute. Tell all the passengers, get their bags and get off the plane." This was about 9:05, so it just happened. And we looked at each other like, what? So we told all the passengers, get your bags, everybody get off the plane. And we got our bags and got off the plane and walked into operations. All we saw were just a ton of crew members standing around watching the TV screens for the next 4 hours. It was unbelievable.
Paul Meyer was the director of operations at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta, Georgia, on the morning of September 11th. He was responsible for the day-to-day operations of the second busiest airport in the world.
I was in what we call the South Hallway, kind of near the Delta ticket counters. And I got a call on my cell phone from someone in the office that said a small plane had just crashed into the World Trade Center. I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's cloudy or foggy in New York City, and a small plane got lost, and a little plane like you see at Falcon Field or something. So that's what the initial report was. So I'm thinking, that's not good, but there's not much that's going to affect me. So I just went about my business, and that's how I first learned about what had started to happen.
What were you thinking about as you watched the attacks unfold? What went through your mind?
Stunned, like everybody else. You can't hardly say anything. You're just watching the TV. We actually saw the second one hit, and it's not like anything I'd ever seen before. You can't believe it. It's like watching a TV show or a movie or something. It's not real, but it was.
Probably more, not fear, but more of how is this going to affect air transportation? Because when there's one airplane, you think it's a horrible accident, not intentional. So I really didn't have any worry right off the bat. But anytime there's a plane crash in the U.S. or anywhere, we're always worried about how it's going to affect people here in Atlanta. Did the flight take off from Atlanta? Were there people from Atlanta on it? Did people change planes from here? Was the plane coming to Atlanta? So we're always trying to figure those things out, trying to stay one step ahead. So when the first plane hit, it just sounded like a terrible accident and nothing intentional. So my first reaction was, how is this going to affect us? What do we need to do here in Atlanta? All flights need to stop, no more takeoffs, and everybody needs to land. So we're thinking, how are we going to do this? There were several hundred aircraft at any one time in the air coming to Atlanta. The bigger problem was all the flights up in the air around Atlanta had to land. So we had a bit of a problem with gate space. We had all these flights sitting at the gate that suddenly were not going to depart. We were told that we have to close the airport, which we've never done before, and we don't have any locks on the door. You have rental cars, so a lot of people landed and they rented rental cars. Eventually, the rental car agencies ran out of cars. The law enforcement and the canines, the dogs, they had to sweep each concourse. And that's why we had to get everyone out of the airport. Everything had to be turned upside down and inspected. I think everyone's life changed because it's the first time that, there'd been that level of a terrorist attack in the U.S. See something, say something.
In the aftermath of 9/11, 25,000 people were left injured.